What's up guys, JD43 here, welcome back to another video. Make sure you guys like the video and of course subscribe for more content. I also do have an Instagram where I have a lot of personal stuff on there, even besides video games. So if you guys are interested, be sure to check that out as well. Now today we're going to be discussing new Spanish operators in Rainbow Six Siege. Now judging by the image that was released by Ubisoft with all the new Year 2 country flags, Spain is up first, so I'm assuming, or Spain is first from left to right. So I'm assuming they're going to be first up with the new DLC release. And I have a couple of operators here that I want to be discussing for you guys today. So yeah, let's get started. Now, before I start, just be sure to keep in mind that these are speculations. These aren't necessarily 100% true, but some of them actually may come up in the future because there's a lot of supporting evidence for it. So, yeah, just keep that in mind as well. Now, first up for the attacker, we have the thermal sniper, and a lot of people have been speculating this. We've been hearing a lot about this for rumors and things like that. And on top of that, a lot of people are on the fence with this one. I kind of am leaning more towards wanting it to be in the game, but I know a lot of people don't want to see it for some weird reason. I don't know why, but it's kind of like half on board, half off board. It's just interesting just to talk about it because a lot of people may think this may be overpowered, but if you hear me out with some of the drawbacks to this class, some of them are very, very interesting. So, yeah, let's go into that now. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be, if they follow my speculation, of course, a bolt-action sniper rifle. Now, you guys may be wondering why bolt-action, why not just semi-automatic? Because if it was semi-automatic, it would almost kind of diminish the actual purpose of Glaz, because Glaz's sniper is obviously semi-automatic, not bolt-action, so it's a lot easier to pull the trigger and put more shots down range through that. Using a bolt-action sniper rifle, if your accuracy isn't that good, it'll definitely, your ability to kill your enemies will definitely suffer because of that. That's why I chose bolt action. It's a lot harder to nail your shots. Also, if they include some recoil sway to the gun itself, it's going to be a little harder to aim downrange on the actual targets themselves. And to avoid quick scoping and things like that, make it so that the actual animation isn't necessarily like, I guess, predictable almost. I don't know how they'll establish that, but I'm pretty sure they can counter or fix that to make it so that it's not terribly overpowered. And also, don't make it make it so that that's the only optic you can look through. Like Glaz, you could flip it off and just look through a red dot. Make it so that it's permanently going to be that sniper, that thermal scope on there, so it's not as overpowered, where you can just flip it off and then one shot people with the actual bolt action sniper rifle itself. Now the tricky thing is, how is the damage model going to be with the sniper itself? For me, upper chest and around the head area, all of that is probably going to be a one shot. Anything lower than, I would say, probably the waist is obviously going to be two shots. That's kind of an obvious one, I guess, but Ubisoft definitely has some work to do with that programming with the damage model, and also make it so that the zoom itself isn't close. Make it so that the zoom is very, very far up, so that even at close ranges, if they try to corner, it'll zoom very drastically to where it's very difficult to actually be good with this thing at close range. Now, with any sniper rifle, there's a secondary, and for the secondary, I think a Glock 18, the automatic version, obviously, would be a very good choice, just because, obviously, you can't really corner well with a sniper in real life, let alone in a game. So, nice, I guess, handy backup for the G18 would be very nice to see in this game, and we also haven't seen it yet introduced, so that's another reason why I would like to see it in the game. Now, moving right along to the defensive operator, this one's kind of interesting. I want to hear you guys' opinion on it, and it's a flamethrower operator. Now, this can kind of go on the attacker's side as well. But a flamethrower operator is definitely interesting to think about, just because it could work either one of two ways, of course. One way being it's a flamethrower attached to his back, so he has like a portable flamethrower that he can, corner rooms and start, obviously flamethrowing stuff. Or it's going to be like Tachanka, where he has a deployable turret, but instead of obviously shooting bullets, it shoots flames, and that would just be really, really awesome to see, especially on defense, because defense, in my opinion, is kind of still underpowered, or it's lacking in actual damage compared to the offense. The offense has so many good damage, I guess, potential weapons on its side. So giving this to the defense makes the defense a little more, I guess, aggressive in that aspect, because especially with Echo, in my opinion, I think he's kind of more of the laid-back character that stuns and then shoots and then stuns and then shoots, whereas this is more just start flaming the heck out of the walls and things like that, so you can get that kill. Now, to avoid it being obviously overpowered, make it so that the range isn't completely far like in real life. Real life, actually, flamethrowers travel, I would want to say, 10 to 15 feet, which that's actually pretty interesting, or a pretty long range. So make it not too far, but not too small to where it literally only lights you up if you're like 5 feet away, which obviously that wouldn't be any good to see that in the game. But it's just very interesting to see flamethrower operator in this game, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Now, as for his weapons, I would probably prefer the UMP-45, just because, number one, we haven't seen it. Number two, they do, Spain actually does use this weapon in their special forces. Now, I know a lot of people saying, oh, they use the G36, oh, they use the MP5. They're not going to redo their weapons, or they're not going to copy and paste their weapons. From what it looks like right now, Rainbow Six doesn't like to copy and paste their weapons from country to country. They like to keep it different. And that's what I really, want to tip my hat to Ubisoft, not copying and pasting their weapons. For the most part, they all feel a lot different compared to each other. So, yeah, so the UMP-45 is definitely a pretty good choice in that aspect. And for the pistol, I'm keeping it semi-automatic, and it's going to be the USP-45. It's just a pretty solid choice overall. We haven't seen it in the game yet, and it's obviously used by this country as well. So, yeah, that's basically all my speculation. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and, of course, subscribe for more content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas holiday. And, yeah, see you Monday.